Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and Happy New Year. It is 2024. I know I am behind by a few days, but that's okay. I was always intending to come in and wish everybody a Happy New Year and hope that your 2024 be just as blessed and as great as your 2023, if not better. I'm not one to ever really believe in doing a New Year's resolution, but back in the back of our minds, we all really do that. We do it even though we say we don't. We say, oh, this year, I just got to get my stuff together. Oh, this year, blase this and blase that. We all do that. All of us do. Even though we may not make a definite resolution, we still have that in the back of our minds. Well, I just wanted to say that this year, as a matter of fact, I do have plans, but it's not a resolution. It's more of a this time it's now a never type of situation. I hope you guys are feeling the same way when it comes to what you're trying to get done in your life. Whether it is financially, whether it's mentally, it doesn't matter. Whether it's dealing with family and friends, whether it's just you personal, your personal gain, your personal growth, weight loss, whatever journeys you may be going on, dealing with anxiety, stress, or just overwhelmed with too much work, not enough work, don't know where you're going to live, or have somewhere to live but don't want to be there. You're in the presence of people who aggravate the living life out of you. You want them to go away, but at the same time, you don't want to live without them. You know what I'm talking about. We can all just go on and on and on and talk about all the different things that we have had to endure in our past. So this channel, of course, we do spend a lot of time talking about money, but at the same time, everything that I do because I want to help. I try my best to help people the best that I possibly can. There's probably been some that has come across me or have walked through my path or has just showed up in my life momentarily who might have felt like, I didn't help them enough. If that is the case, maybe, just maybe, you ain't help yourself. Yeah, I know I had to throw something in. Let's go ahead and just say it now. You got some people that you just cannot help. You got some people that you cannot make act like they have common sense no matter what you do. And let's just be real about it. But this year, 2024, I am most definitely not going to spend my time suffering through the presence of someone in my life who is getting on my nerves, in my way, slowing me down. Not that I do too much of that anyway, but this is for me and it's also for you, because I'm pretty sure it's somebody out here who's hearing every word that I'm saying right now, and you can clearly identify with what I'm speaking on, okay? 2024, don't just say it, okay? See, that's where we mess up at. We spend a lot of time talking, just a lot of talking. I had a niece back in the day when she was little. I used to just be talking. I always had something I wanted to tell my mom. I was just talking. And she just interrupted this little old bitty girl. She interrupted. She said, "Hey, Diddy, you all do a lot of this right here and not enough of this." Okay. She didn't know no better. So watch it. Okay, but anyway, we do a lot of that. We do a lot of talking. We do a lot of making plans in our minds and spreading the news to the next person of all the different things that we're going to do with our lives, and we're not doing any of the above. We know we're not. We haven't made any plans to really do anything real with our life. We know we haven't. We know we're not going to do it. We just talking, running our flap. Really what we're doing is we're lying to ourselves. And if we tell people, we're lying to them too. So let's not do that. If you really intend to, and it just so happened that you open your mouth a little bit too quick and things didn't pan out the way you thought they were, then maybe you should think about not opening your mouth. You see, it's always good to plan in private. Plan in secret. You want to tell somebody? Tell God. Tell God what you want, because then he'll open up the doors for you, okay? Don't be running around here all over the place and just talking to people, because a lot of times people don't like what you got going on as it is. So you're going to talk about something else you about to start up. You already know they finna come and go to trying to burn down bridges, huh? Put up some detour signs, huh? Close some bridges off so you can't cross. They're gonna be everywhere, all in your way, keeping you from trying to get to where you're trying to get to. You already done reach point B, and here they are standing in the front of point C. They in point C like this. Where you going? You better turn your ass around. Where you going? You ain't going over here. I'm blocking you today. You got other things to do. Where you going? What you finna do? Well, you got bills to pay. Well, what you finna do? Well, you got kids to take care of. Well, what you think you finna do? Well, you got a job you gotta go to. Well, what you gotta do? What you think you finna do? Well, we need you here. Well, you know what? You need you too. In 2024, we need to start acting like we do. Okay? I'm not saying don't take care of our families. I'm not saying if you have small children, blessed be the kids. I'm not saying don't take care of the children. But what I'm telling you is that you need to start taking in some sort of effort to make sure that you're putting yourself first. Okay? Let's talk about that. Put yourself first. A lot of people like, don't put yourself first. That's selfish. Who told you that? Huh? I'm gonna spit a little taste of knowledge real quick, and then I'm gonna let it go. A lot of you already know, but for those you don't, you already know I'm finna bring it to you, okay? You do supposed to put yourself first, okay? Because what you're supposed to do first is you're supposed to put God, okay? God first. God is the creator of all things. Oh, if you don't know that, or if you don't believe in this, and I'm talking the wrong things, you know what to do. Keep it pushing. You can skip right on up past this video, because it's finna get real over here. God is the creator of all things, okay? He's the creator of you. He's the creator of me, okay? What does that mean? That means also that you're supposed to love God. You respect his name. Now all this blasphemy and carrying on, we ain't gonna get into all that. But you respect his name. You're supposed to love God. In order to love God, you gotta do what? Love yourself. If you don't love yourself, you can't say you love God. Why do I say that? Because I feel like God created man in his image. If you don't love yourself, that says a lot about what you feel about him. So let's just be real on this now. So you love God, you love yourself. Everything else comes after, right? If you're married, then your spouse comes next. And then your kids if you have children. And in that order. Because it's not your parents first. Your parents come after. Why? Because you're supposed to, when you get married, you cling to your spouse. You don't cling to your parent. It's time for you to fly the nest. It's time for you to move on out and do things that you're supposed to do in life. But back to the original topic at hand is loving yourself, okay? So in order to love yourself, you got to get yourself together. So if you got things that you want to do with yourself, if you want to lose a few pounds, you want to put on a few muscles, you want to put on a few gains, then you do that. If you want to start figuring out a way to make more money other than what we're talking about, then you do that. You do whatever you feel like you need to do to make yourself the way you want yourself to be. Don't let nobody and nothing stop you from being the person that you want to be in 2024. Do you hear me? If you have to sacrifice what you got going on, then you sacrifice what you got going on, okay? Whatever you need to do. I work a full-time job in the daytime. You guys already know it. I got a story to tell you guys later on once I'm really ready and prepared to tell you. But right now, I just want to let you know that I've been now in effect, holding strong on with this full-time job, okay? At one point, I didn't. That's a story, though. But I have this full-time job, right? So now I got all these hustles going on, right? Okay? So every now and then, I may do a loan signing here or I may do a loan signing there. Okay? But that's not really a true hustle because that money ain't coming in like how you would expect it to. So now I'm doing field inspections, right? Inside of field inspections, what I got? I got all these different companies that I started working for because the gates opened up. Because I asked, and when you ask, what you shall receive. And it's up to you to grab it. You ask for opportunity knock at your door. What you gonna do? Peek out and be like, oh, well, you know what? I ain't ready yet. No. You answer the door and you grab a hold to it. So that's what I did. And in the midst of doing that, everything that I asked for, now I'm just like overwhelmed. Every single day, I am overwhelmed. And I know y'all are saying, if you're so overwhelmed, how can you make a video? You can easily make a video in the late night hour when you're supposed to be turning over and getting ready for your daytime job. I push all of it out. I do all of it. And the reason why I'm doing a video, this ain't for me, this is for you. I've been pushing all these videos out all this time because I really like to help. Okay, now eventually it's going to start to pay off for me for what I'm doing. But in the meantime, that don't mean I'm not going to give you guys as full assistance as I can. So I'm doing all of these different side hustles. I got all these different things going on in my life. Okay, I'm working for all these different companies. One's calling me over here. This one's calling me over here. One sending me an email over here. I'm steady trying to do my job all at the same time. And then one over here got the nerve to want to try to team meet me to ask me a quick little question. Like, dude, send an email like the rest of them. What you doing? This 1099. I ain't trying to be on no teams with you. No way. But this is what I'm telling you. It gets so overwhelmed. But you know what? I can't complain. All I got to do every day when I start working and these people start coming and coming and coming, and I got all these appointments. Now my appointment book that was scarce is all I do. Is like each page was so scarce. Now my appointment book is so thick. Every day after my full-time job, I got work. Every day after my full-time job, I have appointments I got to go to. Let me tell you something. Why am I getting all these things? Because I asked. What? You keep your mouth closed. Mouths don't get fed, okay? Don't act like you don't know. 2024, don't act like you don't know. Closed mouths don't get fed. Enough is enough. Take time out for yourself. Whatever you want to do with your life, do it, okay? Start doing what you want to do. If you live in let me tell you something. I'm not going to try to tell nobody how to run any situation inside of their own home. What you got going on in your home. I've been there, seen that, done that. Yeah, I done that. I done all of that, okay? Don't let nobody in your house, and it doesn't matter who this person is, stop you from making the next move that you want to do in your life. Don't you let anybody else in your home stop you from doing the next move that you need to do in your house. Okay? Let me tell you something. I done made so many crazy moves in my past. And if I had to, there's been times when my whole check went to daycare. Don't ever think that I ain't been there. Don't ever think that I ain't seen that or done that. Okay? I done been through all different types of situations. There's been a time in my life where I was even pre-diabetic. I done experienced all types of things, all types of down and out situations in my life, all types of things that I done went through that you think you would only see on investigation ID. I can tell you some stories that'll make you, I can tell you some stories you can't handle. Trust me. But I'm pretty sure a lot of you can probably tell me some too. But at the end of the day, this is a whole new day. And you want to know, you've been through these many things in your life, and you've experienced so many different, yeah, I done experienced all of them. I done experienced all of them. So attempted murder, all kind of stuff. And when I smile and laugh every day, and I giggle and talk with you every day, y'all know how I'm able to do that? Because God has been good to me. Okay, I am still here, alive and breathing. You guys better ask me how grateful I am. The gratitude, the gratefulness that I have that flows all throughout my body cannot be even explained. Do you hear me? And when I tell you, if I ask, it comes, okay? You guys need to get it in your head. Even if you don't believe on that level, you need to know that whatever you want, if you don't step out, it ain't coming. It don't matter what you believe. If you don't step out on what you looking for, on what you asking for, or just on simply what you want out of life, if you don't step out on it, it ain't coming. Sitting on your sofa watching TV, it ain't coming. Laying in the bed every day because you got a day off on Saturday and Sunday, just laying in the bed chilling. What's coming? Ain't nothing coming but the next day. Let me tell you something. Life, you know what? I like to say lately that life is not short. And the reason why I say that, let me tell you why I say that. Because when I look back over my life and all of the things that I have been through, all of those things, they happen over time, right? They will spread it out and happen over here and happen over there. And it just brings back all of these long, dreaded out memories. And then in my mind, I'll be like, dude, you been here a minute. Girl, you been here a minute and you still pushing. But on the mental side of things and stuff that you're trying to handle, now, yeah, you can say life is short. Because why? Because as soon as you go to wrapping your head around something that you want to do new, something that you want to start taking advantage of, full advantage of, and change things for your life, change things for your kids and your family or whoever you got going on, that's when time go to feel like it's flying on you. You look around, it was Monday, you look around, it's Saturday already. The whole week is gone. You working so hard, and now it's your birthday again. You like, damn, God damn. Is it going to slow down? What's going to happen? That's why I tell you, waiting and putting things off is not gonna be good for you in the long term. Okay, I'm telling you from somebody who has ended up having to spend a lot of days on that woulda, coulda, shoulda tip. Okay, and I can't take it back. I can't go back. You know, the decisions that I made based off somebody else, always taking care of somebody else, always making sure that somebody else is okay. You get so deep in indebted with somebody else and what they want and what they need in their life till you forget all about who you are. Have any of you ever forgot about who you are? I have. I've left a relationship that I was in for so many years and given 150. Okay? Until when it was over, one day I looked in the mirror and I honestly did not recognize who I was. I was like, girl, who is that? Who are you? You don't even look like self. Girl, you are a hot ass mess. I didn't even know what to do. I didn't know what to do next. You know why? Because I spent years wrapped up in making sure somebody else was happy. And sometimes you don't even realize you're doing that. Because you think that you're happy. You think you're happy, but in reality you ain't. You're too busy making sure somebody else is happy. Until the relationship goes south. And then you don't know what to do with yourself next. When you don't know what to do with yourself next, that's exactly what you was doing. You was wrapped up in somebody else. Well, you know what? I'm going to cut this a little short because I really can talk about this till the cows come home. Any of y'all ever heard that? Talk about some shit till the cows come home. And I ain't really even trying to spend all that time doing all that talking. Because I got other things that I really need to be doing. Like getting a shower and diving. Like into the bed. So I'm just gonna say this and call it. I'm gonna cut it short. 2024 needs to start being about you. If it's hard for you to do it, okay, then start slow. Okay, start slow. Start doing something for yourself. If you don't do something for yourself, I used to never do anything for myself. I go to the store, and every time I go to the store and someone buy for me, I'd always bring something out to the store, and it would be for somebody else. And I look around, it get time for me to go somewhere, go to doing things I want to do. Guess what? D ain't got nothing to put on. D ain't got no. I ain't got no shoes that match. What you doing? Why you don't have nothing? And you always in the store. See, I stopped. So I started, no matter what's going on, at least once a month. At the end of the month, I would reward myself. I would go to the store, and let me tell you something. It doesn't matter. It could be off a clearance rack. It doesn't matter which store you go to. Go somewhere and buy something for yourself. Okay? Start slow. Taking care of yourself and putting yourself first, okay? And when you can, every 2 weeks, go to the store and buy something for yourself. Hey, let me tell you something. It could be a scarf. It don't have to be much of nothing. Start putting yourself first, okay? Start saying that you are grateful. Start saying, oh, I'm so happy to be alive. Lord, thank you for another day. I am just extremely grateful. Start acting like it. What you do have, start acting like you appreciate it. You may not live in a home that you want to live in. You may not live in the right apartment that you want to live in. That don't mean you can't keep that thing clean. That don't mean you can't find a way to keep it clean. If the wall's nasty, wash the walls. Can't wash the walls, paint the walls. Do what you need to do to act like you appreciative of what you have. Act extremely grateful for what you got and watch doors open for you for bigger and better things. I wouldn't give nobody nothing who act like they don't even appreciate what they got. Get on up out of here. That ain't how it works, okay? It just don't work that way. 2024 is going to be about you, okay? Love yourself. Love yourself. Give yourself some hugs. Pat yourself on the back. Every time you do something, start recognizing, like, girl, you did that. boy, you did that. Y'all know what to do. Like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. You know I'm gonna be bringing you something else back later. I'm just glad to have you guys. See you still sticking around in 2024. Love you guys to death. Enjoy the rest of your night.